topic, and I wanted us to end the presidency topic with this. You've seen in the past, Kenyans have always written to all the dignitaries who are trying to come to Kenya. You see the Netherlands Queen and the King. They received enough messages and mails. And they were told not to come.
Don't come.
Because they do not want. And my question was, is the president liked, loved, or hated? And then in the Netherlands national TV yesterday, that was one of their top stories, that Kenyans have bombarded the royals, telling them, do not show up. Wherever Mr. President goes, Kenyans write, and even our AUC candidate has received a lot of mails telling them, do not elect this man, because we want him in Kenya. We don't want him in Addis Ababa, so that he can sort us.
I'll answer your question with a question.
Yes.
Was Kibaki loved, hated, or despised? The late Kibaki.
Most presidents are not hated; they're not despised, but they make unpopular decisions, so they are hated.
Kibaki was hated.
Yes.
At first, I would say.
Yeah, he was hated.
At first, he was hated. But now everybody talks. Even every person who wants to vie for president in Kenya says that I will emulate Kibaki. Yes, I will emulate Kibaki. I will stew what economy. I will revive the economy like what Kibaki did. But
when Kibaki
up to where we are,
yes,
what is it that our good president is doing?
Yeah,
was to be emulated.
You see, Kibaki, when Kibaki was constructing all these roads, and when he was retiring, he was constructing roads in Mount Kenya. People in Mount Kenya were asking him, na hizi barabara kwani tutakula? But right now, at the moment, everyone praises Kibaki for his roads.
Going back to what Charles is telling us about even the Kenyans bombarding those emails, and even the AUC.
Yes.
The person who is an existential threat to Baba on his way to becoming the African Union Union Commission chairperson is none other than President William Ruto. He's the biggest existential threat to his bid, because what he is doing, the things that we don't know whether he is the one behind what is happening in Kenya, but the ripple effect of what is happening in Kenya is that youth have taken up the social media to write emails to King of Netherlands, to African presidents, not to endorse Raila for AUC because his sponsor is making us live like we are in hell in Kenya. That's the problem.
So I think before we go into the AUC debate, I think so. For Kibaki, it did not matter that Kibaki was hated.
Yes.
He had his faults, and the post-election violence, I think, is a major blot.
Yes.
But then it did not matter that Kenyans hated him. The system was relatively working. It wasn't where it should be, where it was supposed to be, but it was working. So it shouldn't matter. And the president shouldn't care whether people love him or hate him. He should just work to deliver for Kenyans.
Okay. Do you think he's working and delivering for Kenyans?
Oh, I think that question deserves an analysis, because you could argue both ways, actually, because we're seeing great strides in the affordable housing, although they don't know what to do with the affordable housing money that they are milking from our payslips. Juicy, we had them investing them in treasury bills and bonds. So that shows that there was poor planning. So on affordable housing, I think the president has tried. On keeping the country safe as well. Kenya is relatively safe. But then on the economy, do we have money in our pockets?
You see, Ken, Brian, sorry, if you look at when Uhuru was the president, unga was 230 shillings. Kenyans had money to buy that unga. Right now, unga is 100 bob, but Kenyans don't have money to buy it.
Can't afford.
Just look at the deductions since Uhuru. And
so who has performed better?
Who has performed better? But you know the mess that
Brian is telling us
that
we
the
should
president
give
the
Ruto
mess.
time.
The mess.
Brian is telling us.
No, I'm not saying. I'm not saying that you should give him time.
For him, I ask a very straight question.
I don't have to say that
Is
you
he
should give him
working?
time. His presidential time.
Is President Ruby